Hello, sister friends. How is everyone? I wasn't sure if I turned off my light or not, and I did. So yay. Hallelujah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my shopping link right here in the comments, which is always, forever and always, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And then I'm going to go ahead and I got my kid's iPad. They're finally at school, so I actually get to use it. I got this, fun fact, actually not that fun. My kids have been using our, like, my husband won or earned or whatever a free iPad at work like 8 years ago, and we never used it. And then when we had kids, it became like the kids' iPad. And it was great and all, and it lasted, my son's 6, so it lasted 6 years of kids using it. And then just this last like 6 months, it like got a little crack, and the crack was actually from me trying to get it in a case. I was like, we should buy a case for this so it doesn't break. And then I bought this case on Amazon, and I couldn't get the iPad in it, and I was being too rough with it because I was getting frustrated, and I cracked it. So the kids woke up in the morning and they're like, who broke our iPad? And I was like, sorry guys. So just kind of funny that like I was worried about my kids doing it and then I ended up doing it. But anyway, then they dropped it and then it like really shattered. And I was like, I'm not buying them another iPad. And then my son was like, it's your fault that it's broke. I'm like, dang it. But anyway, long story short, I found this iPad on Amazon for $120. It was like repurposed or whatever. $120, and it's like good. It's crazy. Craziness. I'm like tempted to get another one because now all they do is fight over it. But then I'm like, if I buy another one, then I'm that mom that's enabling, you know? Or I can be like, share. The struggle. The struggle. Do I torture myself or do I raise my children to be good humans? All right, let me put this down. Okay, so hi, Kimberly. Welcome. Arkansas. Nice. Thank you, guys. I wonder if I were to the bristle brush with the board come back. Is it not back? I was on there last night, Alicia, and I thought I saw it. The Sienna paddle brush without boar hair, I personally love the best. It doesn't like pull your hair and it combs it through really, really nicely. The only time I would recommend to get the boar hair is if you have really dry hair because it pulls the oils through the hair. But let me know if you need any help or recommendation. There's like so much going on in my neighborhood right now. I feel very ADD. I can't focus. I will give you guys the link to my earrings, to the shirt, to my jeans, all the things, to my bracelets. I'm going to give you the link to everything over on my Instagram as soon as I get off here. It's just easier to do that. That way you can just swipe right up. And it gives me a reason to go over on Instagram, which I like more than Facebook. I don't know why. I just do. But good morning. How is everybody? How's your Wednesday? Yes, the spray foundation was supposed to be back today. Obviously, it's not. So it's going to be back on the 6th. The shipment didn't come in all the way. Like, it's here. It's in stock at the warehouse, but not all of it came. It was supposed to come all in one, like, pallet, and it didn't. It got, like, separated. So it's not Unique's fault. It's whoever mailed it from wherever in the U.S. Yay! Hi, Kelly. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. So if you haven't already, please, with the cherry on top, please click the little 3 dots up here in the top right-hand corner. You will click those dots and it will ask you to turn on live notifications. You're going to say yes. So turn on live notifications, and then in your bottom left-hand corner, like giving you a tour, the bottom left-hand corner, you're gonna click that share button. I so appreciate you guys when you share. I can't express my gratitude enough on how much it means to me when you do click the share button. So thank you for doing so. You can share it to your wall. You can share it to a friend's wall, whoever you think might enjoy one of these tutorials or think that you would like them. So thank you. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Just order the flat iron. Yay! Awesome. I know Lange did a bunch of restocks over the last like 2 days. So if you've been like waiting on something to come in stock, I would make sure that you check it out because it's probably back. Including the La Volume too, which was the blow dryer brush. it's like, it's round and you blow dry your hair while brushing it all at once. It's crazy. I got a text today. I did. I sent out my text. So the company that I'm using for my text notifications, you're going to text 25456 is the phone number. Here, I'll write it right here. Hold on. 25456, and you're going to say Rhea Hope to that. Rhea Hope to the phone number 25456, and that will opt you in to receive my texts. But anyway, the company I was using was having glitches where it was sending multiple texts out, and I was being charged for them. So I didn't yell at them, but I called them. I was like, what the heck's going on? And they basically said it was like my fault because I wasn't writing it in my notepad, copying it, and sending it through their app. And I was like, that's a lot of work. You're supposed to be making this easier for me, not harder. So we got into a disagreement, and then I'm stubborn. I'm one of those people that's like, I'm out of here. But I know you guys miss it, and I miss it too because I know a lot of you guys rely on that. So I'm using it for now, but I'm still looking up another company to use to be able to alert you guys. So for the meantime, if you do want to get my text notifications, make sure that you text 25456, and then you're just going to say Rhea Hope, all one word to that. Have you tried the round brush blow dryer? I just ordered it. I ordered it yesterday. A lot of people were saying my hair is going to be too short for it, so they didn't send it to me, which I was like, who cares? I want to try. But I ordered it yesterday, and so I will give it my best shot when I get it. How long does a spray foundation last? Usually around 4 to 5 months. Depending on your use, though. No, I am not, Sue. When using the spray foundation, do you spray it on your face or the sponge or the brush? Martha, I actually am going to be posting a how-to tutorial with that just on the spray foundation. It might be actually scheduled to go live today. I'll have to look. But I use the kabuki brush. So for the spray foundation, you're going to want to make sure that you use this brush with it. It's my favorite to use it with that because it's dense and you don't use up a lot of the product like wastefully. So this guy is really crucial. And then also the blending buds. I use the blending buds with everything. The volume is live. See, I know everyone loves it. I'm a land survivor, so work outside all day and any type of weather with this makeup stay on within reason. Absolutely, Kitty. Yes. This foundation is incredible. So I'm sorry I'm not really talking about what I'm doing, but I'm just simply blending it in so it's really soft. But I'm using the Liquid Touch foundation, and I'm using the shade Lace. And I'm using it on top of the powder concealer brush to blend this out. So I'm just going to blend it out a little bit more, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit more using my blending buds, which I swear the blending buds make such a huge difference on how full coverage. First off, look at how great that coverage is. I use like 5 drops. I kind of went a little bit heavier with my foundation. First off, usually I'll start slow and build it up, but I wasn't like paying attention, so I just like squirted that thing on there. But so it looks like this. So this is like 5, 6-ish drops on top. And then now I'm going to go in with just a little bit more of my Liquid Touch, and then you're just going to tap this around, and then I'm going to go in with my blending bud. Now the blending buds, I swear by these. I feel like such a broken record because I've been a Unique Presenter for 4 years now. 4 crazy good years. And it's been 4 years of me raving about these. They're only $17. You get 2 when you buy them. You get the large and the small, so perfect for foundation and concealer. And it awesomely, what am I talking about? It amazingly, maybe that will work better, applies your foundation so smooth. If you have a lot of fine lines, wrinkles, if you feel like your makeup's not settling into your skin really well, if you work outside, if you're just trying to get your makeup to look super flawless and last all day long, the blending buds are what you need. Have you had color matches of lace and satin, both so different? I'm darker skin. Absolutely, Rebecca. So for color matches, all I need is a selfie facing a window, and I can give you a very accurate color match. So just be facing a window. So here, I'll flip you guys around so you can see. I have a ring light on, which I'm actually going to turn down. But see how there's a window right here? So just stand facing your window, and then that will be the best for color matches, because then the natural light is shining against your skin. and I can give you a very accurate color match. All I need to know is your skin dry? Is it oily? Do you like full coverage, light coverage, etc.? So that way I'm not like giving you a recommendation that one you're not comfortable with, like if it's too much product or it's too hard or whatever. I like to give you recommendations for, I got foundation on my shirt, for what you're going to use. My mom always said when you're shopping, and if you don't think you're going to use it, don't buy it, right? So that's how this makeup is. I want to give you a recommendation of a routine that I know you're going to really use and that you'll really love. Yes, you want to dampen the blending buds first, for sure. Make them wet and then wring them out. I'll link my ring light on my Instagram story today. I'm going to actually turn it down so you guys can see me better. What is the money on set of splashes? I'm not sure how much the set of splashes is off the top of my head. I know one is $27, and I know that when you buy them in sets, they are discounted. So I'm not sure on the exact price, but everything is available right here on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. All right, so now I'm just going in with a little bit of concealer, using the Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza, and I'm just going to wipe any excess off of my blending bud, and then I go over my under eye with this, and this is so full coverage, you guys. I love this concealer. You can use it by itself. You can use it on top of your foundation like I am. If you have like acne scars, sunspots, if you just have anything that's difficult to hide with foundation, or no matter what you've tried, just you can't seem to hide whatever you want to hide, this concealer is what you need. It's so good. Thank you. What is good lighted makeup mirror to use? Carla, this one is my ride or die. It's called the Gala. It's by a company called Fancy. Message me and I'll give you the link to it. I have a coupon code. But I love it. It has white LED light, and then it swivels, it turns, it has like storage. It's amazing. And I love it because it's really tall, so I'm not like bent over like putting on my makeup. Do you use your light to create a nicer makeup look for videos? No. Here, I'll turn it off. Hold on. So that's no light. This is me sitting in a dark room. Literally, I have my lights turned off, and I'm just facing a window. The only reason that I have my ring light on is just so you could see me better. Just because this house is under like, or my office is underneath like an overhang. So sometimes it can get dark very quickly in here if the sun moves. Are you going to Detroit? I am not going to Detroit. I spoke at the San Diego training. So yeah, it just felt like that was a lot of trainings in one time for me to go. And if I miss anyone's comments, I know I saw some pop up above, just message or comment them again. All right, so now I'm going to set my makeup. So someone had asked, I work outside all day. I want my makeup to last all day within reason. So this product right here is something that would really, really help you. I apologize. I don't remember who asked that. But it's such a great product for keeping your makeup in place all day long, especially if you work outside or you live somewhere where it's really humid, or if you're like me and you're really oily. Like my eyelids get oily, my under eyes, wherever I use concealer, and then wherever I have just like my oily T-zone. So this product is the Touch Behold Translucent Setting Powder. I popped the cap off mine so I could bake with it, but you do exactly what you just saw me do. You just take a dry, it's not wet, a dry beauty blender. I just like this one because it's flat. And then I spritzed it with my setting spray, and then I tapped it into my setting powder. And then you pop it on. So now here's a trick too, because I know some people do this step and they're like, it's still like my skin still feels really oily. Try leaving it on for a different amount of time. So like for me, for example, I don't need a lot of time to leave it on. My skin has like regulated itself a lot better than how it used to be. But before, years ago, my skin used to be so oily. It was like an oil slick. So I would leave my setting powder on throughout the entire makeup routine, and it would just eventually just all absorb into my foundation. So give it a try with different time frames. Put it on for a second, put it on for a long time. It's all trial and error with makeup to see what like works the best for your skin type. Thank you. I'm going to give you guys all my outfit details over on Instagram as soon as I get off. So make sure you're following me over on Instagram. My name is Rhea Hope over there. All right, so now to set my under eye, and this is a really good trick for you too if you have really a lot of creases on your under eye. This is the Mineral Touch Pressed Powder in the shade Scarlet, and I'm just grabbing it on top of this dry beauty blender, and I'm going to tap this on my under eye just like this. And this not only is going to highlight my under eye, so if you've been experiencing your makeup just feels or looks really dull, this is a really easy, fast step to be able to just brighten it up a little bit and give some like life to your makeup. It also really helps to prevent under eye creasing. I've been trying different methods for so long to try to get my under eyes to not crease as bad. One, skincare has really helped. The Uplift Beauty Oil is game changer for that. But this I found that really, really helps. Hi, Mom. The damp buds work beautifully to even the color and the texture of the foundation. Absolutely. Definitely agree with you. And also the blending buds being used with a liquid touch actually make it more full coverage. So if you are wanting a fuller coverage look, what you could also do is you can mix these two things together on top of your powder concealer brush. So you would just squirt a little bit of concealer and then do like, I don't know, 3 drops on top of the concealer on top of your brush and then apply. So there are so many different like layerable options with this makeup. It's really like not just one, this is how you use it and that's it. It's really just how you want to try it. So I always encourage you guys to message me if you guys need help or you need recommendations or something's not working out for you. You can always message me and I can give you like some different ideas. Maybe it's something that you haven't tried before. I haven't done live because that's not my struggle. So just message me and I can help. That's what I'm here for. Both powders for mature skin, under eyes. You can give it a try. It depends on your skin type. So if you have really dry skin, I probably wouldn't recommend both. But if you have more normal skin, you can get away with it. If you have more dry skin, I would probably try just the pressed powder underneath and see how your skin likes it. So the spray foundation is going to be back in stock on the 6th of this month. So not tomorrow, but the next day at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you're all going to want to grab it right here. RheaHopeBeauty.com is where you want to is where you want to grab it. 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 6th. 6/6. And then RheaHopeBeauty.com, stock up. If you know your summer color, make sure you grab that too. If you know your winter color, grab that also, because I know that we don't have like a ton of them coming. I think there's like 60,000 units coming back, which is not like a lot when you think about the entire US wanting this product. So make sure that you stock up, grab as many as you can. It's like that Jingle All the Way movie where they're like running all in the department store trying to get the last toy. My mom, she doesn't really... Mom, do you bake? I can't remember what your routine is. No, I don't think she bakes. I think she just uses the Mineral Touch Pressed Powder the way I just showed you with the blending bud. But I think she's watching. Chime in, why don't you, darling? How long should you leave your moisturizer on before you prime? So if you have really dry skin and you have to moisturize, I would leave it on before your makeup, like within probably like 5 minutes at least. You want to give enough time so the two don't like mix together and change consistency on you. Thank you for the recommendation. I can't for my foundation to come and try them. Yay, Tanya, I'm so excited for you. No, Mom, how do you set your makeup? That's what they're asking. I'm new to watching you and I love all your tips and your makeup. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. If you guys need any recommendation or any help, just let me know. Do you put concealer over or under your makeup? So I put it on top. So I do foundation and then I do concealer over it because concealer is going to be a thicker consistency. So I don't want to use a ton of it. I just want it to simply give my foundation a little bit of help where it needs it, which is usually just my under eye. It's not all over. All right, so that is the Mineral Touch Pressed Powder in the shade Taffeta that I just put all over. And that's just going to even out my coverage and give it this really gorgeous airbrushed finished look. If you've been looking for something that really just gives you that little bit extra coverage and makes you look very like airbrushed or very porcelain doll, that is the product that you need to grab. It's so silky soft. I don't care if you have cactus dry skin. If your skin is like the Sahara Desert, you can still use that product. That's how soft and gentle it is. Okay, so just pressed powder. Gotcha. Suggesting I put a Kleenex around my neckline. It's a good idea. I have a little shout wipe that'll take that out. It's all good. It's part of the trade, you know? Right, have you ever used moisturizer and then setting powder, and then setting spray. So I don't personally use a cream moisturizer. What I do for my moisture is I use the refreshing rose water. I always keep it right here just in case I start to feel dry. Where are you at? It's right here. So I always spritz my face with this in the morning. So I'll wash my face, spray with my rose water, and then I'll do setting spray, primer, setting spray. So that's my pre-makeup routine, and I really think it matters. Because the rose water still moisturizes and it also tones, takes away redness in your skin. So that's really awesome before your makeup, especially if you struggle with redness. But it doesn't like alter your makeup enough to, it doesn't alter your skin enough to make you more oily or make the primer and the moisturizer kind of mix together. I have very oily skin. Which makeup should I use? Donna, send me a message and I can color match you and give you a recommendation on a regimen for you. I'm seeing people moisturize then do a thin layer of translucent setting powder. So you can absolutely try that. So if you are combo skin and you really do need a moisturizer, you can do that first. I actually have a girlfriend that does that as well. She washes her face, dries it obviously, and then applies her moisturizer, leaves it on for about 5 minutes, and then she uses her where'd it go? I just put it away. Her setting powder, this guy, and then she takes like a brush like this and she dusts it all over her face and leaves it on for a few minutes, and then she uses a fan brush to sweep it all away, and then she carries on with the rest of her makeup. So it's almost like, it's kind of like my trick with the setting spray, primer setting spray, but it's going to be a little bit more, what's the word I want to use? It's a little more aggressive for oily skin. So you can always give that a try as well. So like I said, there is tons of makeup tricks and tips and things like that. So if you struggle with anything, just message me and I can give you a recommendation, or I can give you a different idea to try. Does any of it have sunscreen? The BB Flawless has a natural SPF in it, and then we also have the SPF Veil, which is like a moisturizer, but it's an SPF 30, I believe, but it's actually made for this makeup. Yay, you got all your goodies. Awesome, awesome. So like I was saying before, if you need any recommendations or you're not sure what products to grab, just message me and I can help you. So right now I'm using my beachfront bronzer in the shade Hermosa, and I'm just contouring with this. So I'm just warming up my complexion. I'm just giving it some warmth, kind of changing almost the dimensions of my face with using this. It's a really incredible product if you feel washed out or if you feel like you look too pale. And then for your nose, you just squeeze the brush and you just run it down the sides of your nose, which I think I already did, so I don't want to do it again. But you just want to keep it just in this little area right here. So you want to think top of the ear to the corner of the mouth, and this brush is key, like so important for doing your contour. So it's a perfect amount of tapered. See how it's not like super duper fluffy? And it's a perfect amount of like, it's not super dense, but it gives you enough movement to be able to blend it out without like losing all of the pigmentation. So it really does make a huge difference in how great your contour turns out. So now here's a little trick for you. If you feel like your contour went too low or too high or whatever, what you can do is you can use, I don't know why I keep putting things away. You can use your pressed powder. This was in the shade Taffeta, and I'm gonna grab a blending bud again, and what you could do is you can just take it like this and very light-handedly, because you don't want to move around your products. You could simply just clean it up, just like that. Or if you feel that you see like lines forming, you can even take your pressed powder with your dry beauty blender and just kind of push that into play as well. So tricks, you guys, full of tricks. Laura, you're going to want to send your picture to me. So easiest way to send it is just to tap on my face. A little window will pop down and you'll see my name. Click on my name. It's going to take you to my page. Once you get to my page, you can click on the message tab. If you're like, I don't know what you just said, I don't know how to use Facebook, it's totally okay. What you also can do is you can go to my website, rayahopebeauty.com. Scroll to the very bottom of my website and you'll see an option to be able to send me an email. Is a tapered blusher brush the same as a small purple brush? It's very similar, but the movement is a little bit different. The purple one with the brush handle is a little bit more flexible, so I don't prefer that one. I swear by this one. I'll never use another brush to contour. Tapered blusher brush. Yes, yes. What do you use for highlight? So I'm gonna cover that in 1 second. So now I'm going to use my blush. I'm going to use the shade Seductive on the blusher brush. This one's also by Unique. It's fluffy, it's angled, it's perfect. And this is one of my favorite blush colors, just for a very simple, give me my flush so I don't look washed out or dead. And it's not so bright, it's not so dark, it's very subtle. When I was first starting to play around with makeup, this was my favorite blush because I didn't feel like I looked overdone, and I didn't feel like I looked like I was wearing a lot of blush. I'm not a huge blush gal, so I really love this blush color. So again, this is shade Seductive. It's a matte, just a very soft, dusty rose blush color. So all of the brushes I'm using is all available right here. RheaHopeBeauty.com is where you can find them all, except for this one. You just need to message me and I can give you the link to that brush. From where is that brush? So the brushes are all right here. RheaHopeBeauty.com underneath Tools. I do not think they have Afterpay. So we don't have Afterpay, but we do have something set up with PayPal. So you can do something through PayPal. I think it's like through PayPal credit. So you can do it that way. What is the name of the BT? What's BT? What's a BT, Lorraine? What's a contour brush? So that's the tapered blusher brush, and it's all right here. RheaHopeBeauty.com. No, the blush was in the shade Seductive, was the color. And then now I'm using my Touch of the Mode Luminizer in the shade Lustrous is the color, and this is one of my favorites because you get this really gorgeous, intensified, creamy highlight. So if you have mature skin, you'll really like the cream because it's not going to accentuate your fine lines. But this is my favorite color because it's just, you get this really gorgeous, like, dewy, sun-kissed glow. My favorite blush is probably the shade Sisterly, but it's not in stock right now. Okay, so now for highlighting, I'm using this brush. It's by Stilazzi. It's a tapered cheek brush. Any brush would do. It's just a fluffy one. So I'm just going to take this on top, and this is the same exact product, the Touch of the Mode Luminizer. So it's like our highlight, and the same shade Lustrous, and then I just pop this right on top, just like that. Yes, and that, what Samantha just said, is an app. I don't ever like recommend those just because I don't personally know how to use it, so I'm not like a resource on how to explain how to do it. But if you were tech savvy, have at it, girlfriend. I just personally haven't played around with that one yet. Okay, so now for brows, we're going to do that really fast. I always comb through my eyelashes and my brows using the Lash Brow Comb. So I comb through to get any makeup out of there. And then I take the metal side and I will just comb through my eyelashes like this. And this is going to ensure that when I put on my mascara in a little bit, it's going on evenly and nicely on top of my eyelashes, so it separates really nicely, so we don't end up looking really like spider leggy, you know. Okay, so for brows, I know I got you out. Here you are. We're gonna use the eyebrow pencil in the shade Medium. It's my favorite way to apply my eyebrows because it's so fast and so easy. It's very, very user friendly. It's water resistant. It's only $19. Smudge proof, and it has retractable tips, so you never have to worry about sharpening it. And what I do is I essentially just follow the natural shape and direction of my brows. So I start here, like where I have all the brow hair on the top, and then I take it to the arch. Once I get to the arch, then I come back down and connect it with the rest of the hair and fling it out through the tail. And then I always will connect everything here in the front. Where your tear duct is, you go straight up. That's kind of where you know where to like cap off your eyebrow. So you're sticking to like the natural shape of it. And then I just color in. Just like so. Where did you get your giant fluffy brush? Cassandra, message me and I can give you the link to it, girlfriend. Alright, so same thing here on the top. I just start where I have all the brow hair, take it all the way to the arch, and then take it through the tail. And then as soon as I'm done with my eyebrows, I'm going to do my eyeshadow, and we're going to do the Addiction Palette 3. So if you haven't seen March Kudos yet, it's pretty awesome. You get your choice of Addiction eyeshadow palette, any of them, and you get your choice of any eyeliner. including the liquid eyeliners, the dip and draw. And then you get your choice of the 4D or the regular Epic mascara, which is my fave. So that's all in the kudos. So if I were you and you're trying to shop and like save the most money, which who isn't, right? Obviously the more money you save, the more makeup you can buy. So I'm going to tell you all the secrets. So what I would do, and ignore, do you guys hear Roomba? I forgot that I put it on a schedule to like vacuum. And every time I'm like, what's happening? So hopefully it doesn't eat anything that's left on the floor. But, or maybe it should. It's meant to be. Alright, so eyebrows done. Now we're going to do our eyeshadow. I forget what I was saying before I heard the vacuum. Hi, Connie. Thank you. Yes, message me for the link and I can give you the link. Yes, it's such a good brush for sure. It's my favorite way to apply my pressed powder because it applies it very evenly and very like softly on your skin. So you actually use less product, which helps your face and helps your wallet. Oh, now I remember what I was saying. I was talking about how to get all the deals. So, my favorite way, if I was a brand new customer, on what to get to save the most money, and that was the eyeliner in Perfect, which is part of the kudos, is under sets and collections. So you're going to go right here, rayahopebeauty.com, and then go to sets and collection. There's this collection called the Ready Set Prep collection, and it's the best way to get a ton of makeup at a really great price because it's already discounted. It's 15% of savings. And like I said, it's already discounted, so you're already saving a bunch of money by doing it that way, but it's fully customizable. So you get to pick any of the foundations, whether you want the BB Flawless, the liquid, the pressed powders, and then you get to choose any of the blushes. You get to choose any of the concealer colors. You get to choose whether you want the setting spray or setting powder. You get a free makeup brush. You get a ton of product. It's insane. So I would get that collection and the kudos, and you'd literally have a full makeup look. Yes, for sure, Samantha. I totally agree with you. Okay, so now for today's makeup look, or eyeshadow look, we're using the Addiction Palette 3. So I popped all of mine out. This is a refillable palette by Unique. It's under refillable palettes, under the More tab, I think. But we're going to use Addiction Palette 3, which is this guy right here. It's the really pretty kind of purples, silvers, mauves, pinks. Actually, I kind of want to use Addiction Palette 4, now that I'm looking at it. What do you guys want to see, 3 or 4? This is the only eyeliner that I've used that doesn't yes, exactly, Lisa. Precisely my thoughts. I know the eyeliner actually stays put. Doesn't like build up or like run or anything like that. And it's also part of the kudos. All right, 3 or 4, you guys. Which one you want to see? Addiction Palette 3 or 4? 4 is this one. 4 is like the golds and the blues. It's this one right here. So you get golds, blues, and then it's also these ones up here, the browns right there. Yes, it really is so good. Okay, so since you guys are being quiet, I'm going to use Addiction Palette 4. Okay, so I'm going to go in first with this caramely brown right here, which is this one. It's a matte light brown. Hi, Brenda. And then I'm going to take it on the fluffy crease brush, and we're just going to very lightly start blending this into the crease and then the eye. And I always think this little saying when I always do rainbow, rainbow, zigzag. And I kind of always think that because it applies your eyeshadow very evenly and very nicely. 4, no one ever shows the colors. Yes, we're going to do palette 4. So a palette 4 is this one right here. So it's these 2 browns right there, and then it's the rest of these. So it's this really pretty gold and then these blues. You get like a navy, a sun blue, and then one's like a really light kind of a teal. So really, really cute palette. Really gorgeous palette. And it looks amazing on green, brown, hazel eyes. Obviously I have blue eyes and it's still going to look really nice. But if you're not sure what palette to get, which again, it's on sale in the kudos, just message me and I can tell you which one would look the best for your eye color. Okay, I'm going to do all of the palettes throughout the month. So if I didn't get to whatever palette you want to see, I will. I promise. But today we're going to do palette 4. Yesterday we did Addiction Palette 1. If you missed that, you can watch it on the replay. but I showed you in Addiction Palette 1, like my go-to how I learned to do eyeshadow makeup look. Alright, so once we have Addiction Palette for the caramely brown color, I believe it's the first one in the palette. Obviously, I took all of mine out, so I don't know the names. We're just going to keep blending till we like it. And then we're going to move up just a little bit to this darker chocolatey brown. And I'm just going in with the same brush, my fluffy crease brush. I always swirl it in the cap or the mirror, and then you can tap off, blow like this. And then I'm just going to focus this darker color on the outside corner and the crease, but I'm keeping it to like the outside of the eye. Palette 4 and 7 are the only ones I didn't have. Awesome. Oh my gosh, you need 4. 4 is really, really good. I totally would buy the Ready Set Prep, but I can't use the primer. So you can always sell the primer or give it away to somebody. And I think, actually no, I was going to say I think you can sub out the primer for the hydrating primer, but I don't know if they have that option yet. But I'm sure someone you know will love the primer. Maybe your Mother's Day is coming up. I don't know. Okay, so now we're just going to blend that out, like I said, in the outside corner. And I just kind of stick to this like V shape almost, just following. So the lower lash, I just kind of take upward like that. And then this side, I just kind of meet in the middle. So I'm going to grab just a touch more of that chocolate brown in palette 4. I always tap off, blow. And then same thing on this side, and I'm using the fluffy crease brush to do this. And honestly, as long as you have this brush, your eye look, no matter what colors you're using, is going to turn out amazing. It's so good. It's such a good brush. It's perfect amount of tapered, perfect amount of fluff. It's so amazing. Soon, I think it might be out of stock, but as soon as it comes back in stock, you guys need to put it on your wish list. It's so good. It's so good. I always thought I could never like blend my eyeshadow out that well. It's just something I was self-conscious about, and it wasn't until this brush that I was like, wow, I'm actually doing it. Look, Ma. It's really good. Yes, the sharpener is really good. Can I see what you did with all the eyeshadows? Yes, I took them all. So normally the eyeshadows come in a palette like this. So they come like this when you buy it. And then it comes with a little mirror, comes with the names. It's really cute. But I have all of them. So I was running out of makeup room with the old house. So I took the refillable palette by Unique, and then I just popped each one out with a butter knife, and I put them all together. So that's why mine don't really make that much sense, because it's like palette 4 starts here and it goes this way, but it is what it is. Okay, so once we feel good about that, about these two colors, and something else that I always keep in mind when I'm doing my eyeshadow is how heavy of a hand am I pushing this product on. The eyeshadows in the Addiction palettes are very pigmented, so you don't need to be pushing super hard with the product. Keep your hand towards the back of your brush. Alright, I'm going to spritz my Deluxe brush with my setting spray, and I'm going to grab this really pretty color right here, which is this metallic-y gold. Yeah, so that was the fluffy crease brush that I've been using. And now I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to grab the Deluxe brush. This brush right here is one of my favorites because it applies the eyeshadow to the lid so incredibly well. It compacts it down so you don't get a bunch of like fallout all over your face. And it just applies it very evenly and very quickly. So Deluxe brush, and then I'm pushing. So normally I say don't push, but with the lid color, especially if you want it to be a little more pigmented, I'm going to choke my brush down like this so my pressure is a lot heavier. And I'm pushing and dabbing rather than swiping. And then I'm just going to focus this on the inner and the middle of my eyelid. Just like that. My mom doesn't wear makeup. I have some spots removed on my face. I'm lucky I can still cover it with my awesome makeup. Oh, I'm so glad you can cover it still. Can I see what you did? Oh, I already read that one. Is the sharpener different from the store-bought? I can't get my liner pencil to sharpen. Oh my goodness, yes, you need Unique's sharpener. It's only $7.50. It's my ride or die. I've had it since I joined 4 years ago. It's so good. It actually sharpens your pencils without like jacking them up. And the lip liners and the eyeliners, all you sharpen with that. Thank you so much for sharing. I so appreciate you. Does the spray help hold onto the powder? Yes, so it helps hold the powder and then also helps it to make it a little more pigmented. Yeah, helps it make it a little more bold, exactly. All right, so once we've done that, I'm gonna spritz again. And you could also do it with the rose water too. Spritz, that is. And then now I'm gonna go over on this side. And again, we're gonna just like dab and push rather than swipe. You guys are so welcome. And like I said before, if you need any help picking out product or you have any questions regarding makeup application, just let me know. Even when you get your products, that is like one thing I always try to stress to you guys. Make sure that you're messaging me. If you need any help or if you're not loving anything for any reason, just shoot me a message and we can talk about application. This isn't like Sephora where I'm going to sell you on a bunch of makeup and then you're going to get home and you're going to be like, what do I do with all of this? So make sure that you shop from my website though. It's the only way that I can help you. If you're shopping from another presenter, they have to help you. So make sure that you shop from me. RheaHopeBeauty.com is my website. Okay, so once we have that on there, I feel like that looks good. Bueno. Okay, now I'm going to take my empty brush and I'm just going to sweep away any pigment that may have fallen. I also love to do this step, so I take my blending bud that I did my foundation with and I just kind of dab this underneath my eye and it will pick up any eyeshadow that may have fallen. It also kind of sharpens this out a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to take my liner shader brush for this side right here and I'm going to take that darker brown, this one right here, in palette 4 on that, and then I'm just going to drag this underneath the lower lash line. This is really going to complete the whole eye look and it makes it look like I have mascara on the bottom lash line too. But it really just kind of completes the whole thing. Makes your eyes actually look bigger too. Anything shining back and forth, colors or the honeybee. Oh yay, thanks Jennifer. You guys are so sweet. But yeah, send me a selfie facing a window if you haven't already. And if you don't know what your color is for the spray foundation, make sure you find out before the 6th because it's going to sell out very quickly. I have a feeling it's probably going to sell out within the first half of the day. So if you haven't yet grabbed the spray, make sure you do. I'll be sure to go live with it on the 5th and the 6th maybe. Actually the 6th. I'll go live on the 6th with it to show you guys how to use it. But the kabuki brush is what you want to use to apply it. Okay, so we just drug that darker brown color underneath the lower lash. And then just gonna always double check, make sure it all looks good before we set it all. I think so. Okay, so now I'm gonna set my makeup and then we're gonna do this really pretty lip look. And we're gonna do eyeshadow, or I'm sorry, mascara. Right on my spray, yes! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys to try it. It's seriously one of the best foundation options I've ever tried. It's so silky soft. Hi babe. Do you use the same color? Yes, so you'll use the same color in the stick, the spray, and the liquid. They're all the same. Okay, so now for mascara, I'm going to go in with my lash primer first. If you have short lashes or you're trying to grow your lashes and you don't have this product, you need it. It's so amazing. It helps make your lashes that much longer and fuller, but what it also does is it helps to hydrate your lashes. So in turn, it's helping your lashes to grow, and it has a property in it that helps to curl the lashes. So it really makes a huge difference on the outcome of your lashes, like in the long run and the short. So you're doing a crime if you're not using the primer. Okay, so now I'm going to take the 4D mascara, and this guy is incredible. It's also on sale on the Kudos, and it has the fibers and the gel infused in it, so you get incredible length and volume. It separates really, really nicely. It's literally the best mascara on the market. It's so incredible. Never any fallout with the fibers. It's all infused in there, and it also has dual bristles on this little applicator, so you get even more length and volume. So I just like to apply from the base of the lash all the way up, and I kind of like blink onto the wand to get it to really get on there. And it's totally layerable, so you can do as many coats of this as you're wanting. It's the same thing on this side. Start at the base of the lash all the way up, and then I always turn it, and I'll kind of work in like quadrants of my lashes. So I'll work on the inside, and then I'll move to the middle, and then flip, and then I will do the outward. And then I always do this step I always kind of dust it on the back side of my lashes. Just like this. And now my mirror really comes into play, because I know a struggle of a lot of people is getting your mascara like all over your eyes, like your eyelid, and what can help with that is where you're positioning your makeup mirror. So like I said before, the Gala by Fancy is what I'm using, and it really does help with this step because it's angled, so I'm looking like this, kind of pulling my lashes away from my face. Just like that. And like I said, you could do as many coats of this as you're wanting. But it's easier to do the coats, one right after the other, rather than like coming back later to do it. How long do you start seeing results from the steams? So actually my husband started seeing results in my lashes within 6 weeks. And that's like another person, you know, and a man too. So within 6 weeks. I got you. Yay. Awesome. Hi. Been working my way up, getting my hair as short as yours. Ooh, how exciting. I'm so excited for you. If you need any hair care or products, you holla at your girl. And that goes for everybody. If you need any hair care or hair products, let me know. I have a link to the best deal in town. Okay, so now I took my Epic waterproof mascara, and it just makes my lashes waterproof, and I love that it gives it a little bit extra bump. I'm ready to order my spray. Yay, Beth, I'm so excited. I do not speak German. No, I don't. I wish I did. I love the sound of it. Yes, Kathy, I didn't used to have long lashes. I used to have super short, stubby, straight lashes. I was that person that was always like YouTubing how to curl your lashes. And it wasn't until I got the Esteem Lash Serum that I really started to see like a difference. So Esteem Lash Serum is a huge game changer. I put mini coats too, but it looks all clumpy. So Kathy, make sure that you grab this guy right here. This is the Lash Brow Comb. I talked about it when I was using it before. Comb through your lashes first before you do it. And I'm going to give you guys the link to my shirt and my earrings on Instagram like in 5 seconds as soon as I'm done. Okay, so now for lips, I'm going to do one of my OG favorites. First off, lip liner in Prudent. Big shocker, I know. It's my favorite, you guys. It's been my favorite for, I don't know, like 2-3 years. Same color as my lips. It makes my lips look powderier, helps to hold my lipstick into place. It's creamy, it's smudge proof. It's only $15. So we're going to start in the center. And then on top, I always see where my lip color like ends. And then I take my lip liner, I put it right on top of that point. And that's kind of where I start. And then bring it back. And then I go a little bit higher in the center. And then bring it down. And same thing on this side. Just like that. And that's how I overdraw. Just a little. Just a little bit. And then I also like to kind of take it through the center. Like that. Make a really funny face. Okay, once our lips are lined, so important, then we're going to go in with the liquid lipstick in the shade Sublime. And this color, you guys, is the best. It's such a good every single day color. It's super creamy, glides right on, obviously, you're seeing this. And the holding power is really, really great for it being just like a liquid lipstick. So it is matte, but what I love is that these mattes are super, super creamy. So they don't like peel, they don't like come off. They don't get so dry that they're like flaking. It's so good. And you need just a little bit on there to really get this color to pop. And there we go. There's the whole lip look. Ta-da! So this was the lip liner in Prudent. I'm telling you guys, it's my fave. Lip liner in Prudent, and then the lipstick was the shade Sublime. Sublime and Prudent are the best together. They're so good. What happens to you? How do I get the mascara to not leave little spots on my eyelids? So Beth, I kind of talked about that with the mirror. So having your mirror tilted downward like this, see how it's like at an angle? So you're pulling your eyelid lashes like away from your face while you're applying it really, really helps. And then if you do get mascara on your eyelid, what you want to do is let it dry. Let it fully dry, and then you're going to take your eyeliner, or I'm sorry, your brow pencil, this little spoolie end, and you're just going to simply very, very softly kind of scratch it away. It'll take it right off without removing any of your mascara or any of your eyeshadow or your makeup. Yes, I know. It's like a frequent struggle for sure. I totally get it. So make sure you message me for the link to the mirror if you haven't grabbed that yet. Again, it's called the Gala. And then you can use my code on their website, Rhea15. But just message me and I can give you the direct link. It's called the Gala, Rachel. Just shoot me a message. I give you the link. And then, what else was I going to say? Make sure you message me if you need any recommendations for foundation or anything under the sun. Make sure you check out the Kudos. It's such a really, really great deal. So I love when they do customizable things like that. Thank you. You guys are so sweet to me. So make sure that you message me if you need to be color matched. Message me if you need any help with makeup application or if you're not sure what products to get. Definitely take advantage of the Kudos and the collection Ready, Set, Prep. Definitely grab those two things. If you grab those two sets, you're saving somewhere around 35% of money, because if you were to buy it individually, you'd be spending 35% more, which is such a good savings. You also get free shipping, you get a free makeup bag, and you get a full face of makeup. All eyes, all face. So good. The pink chair, I have this linked on my Like It to Know It, which is right here. I'll give you guys the link to that. I linked my whole office setup right there. Like It to Know It /Rhea Hope. And pretty much you can find me anywhere on social media using Rhea Hope. So if you look on YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, just search Rhea Hope and you'll find me. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I'll see you guys over on Instagram next to give you guys full outfit details. Like I keep telling you, message me if you need anything. And definitely shop right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com, for all of your makeup and skincare. I love you all. See you soon. Bye.